It's me, Amario. Hello. Let me just make sure everything is okay. I think everything is all good. I forgot how tiny I am in this corner. Oh, damn. Oh, of course, we got to the 10. I literally started at exactly the right time. Good for me. Oh, of course, they've done the fucking studying. Very nice, very nice. Ooh. Scry 2, gain 2 life, exile this saga, return to the battlefield. Transformed! Oh, of course they do transform, don't they? Hand of Enlightenment. Oh, it's just like, it's a 2-2 guy with first strike. Okay. That's... sure. I guess. I mean, I guess it's 2 mana, right? It's 2 mana. I'm gonna do some promo whilst, oh, look at the I think it's like the vistas that kind of sell me. Oh, Michiko's Reign of Truth target creature persona turns into a 0/0. That's interesting. Portrait of Michiko gets put for each artifact or enchantment you control. The creature is a portrait of Michiko? Sure. Okay. That's kind of jank, but it is still pretty cool. Oh, I like the little icons. They have like the 2 fans. Yeah, so I have a few theories on what it could involve, but I'm not gonna ask any questions about it. I'm just gonna wait until I get a chance to read it. I'm up to episode 2 at the moment. I'm actually I'm gonna change this to no spoilers. Oh, they're common sagas. Oh, that's interesting. Draw a card and discard a card. Exile this song, return and becomes a 2/3 with flying. Sure. These are gonna be really good in limited. Like I'm genuinely like I'm not really big on limited, like really at all. I kind of play it as a necessity on arena or on occasion. But honestly, common sagas in limited sounds fucking sick. Oh, the little origami guy, or the ending of the story. I assume the former, but I don't actually know. Oh, right. Yeah, they don't have a quiz this time. I mean, to be fair, we're getting to read cards as well. Life of Toshiro Umezawa. Choose 1. Target creature gets +1. You gain 2 life. Is it going to be a portrait of memory of Toshiro? Oh, that's cool. I mean, I assume there's a big twist at the end, but I'm not going to look into it like at all. Like I'm probably going to go mute it on Twitter or whatever. I will make an effort to read it tonight, but I have shit to do. Like right after the stream, I gotta go like run a D&D game, so I'm probably not gonna have it spoiled for me. If people decide to come in here and spoil it for me, then you know, fuck you, I guess. But you know, it's not the end of the world. I don't care that much about spoilers, but I always end up having things spoiled for me. So I want it to be a surprise. I like Phyrexians a lot, like a lot. Shattered. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Okay. Creature you control it. Oh, I didn't get to read the last one. Oh, it turns into a notable guy. I didn't. Oh no, we'll get to see the front again, won't we? They'll show them both side by side. Nameless Conqueror. That's cool. Is that Hidetsugu? I think it might. Oh, of course. Yeah, the 3 is it just comes back as a guy. I forgot about that. It's interesting that the guy you get, it doesn't exile. Well, I guess it has to exile because otherwise the saga would sacrifice itself. But your guy has summoning signets. Obviously, it's a free guy, but I feel like it maybe would be more interesting, or maybe just as interesting, I don't know, if it was remove all lore counters from this saga, transform it. It would certainly make them better, but it would also make them wordier, so I don't know. Azuz's many journeys, extra lands, you gain 3 life, and then it turns into a 3/3 that presumably cares about your lands. Untap up to 3 lands. Becomes blocked. That's interesting. That's very interesting. So, either way, for people who are sort of dropping in, welcome, I guess. I'm mostly just co-streaming. Well, co-streaming. This isn't co-streaming at all. I'm watching the thing. I tend to do this with all of them because there's usually something interesting to see. Well, oh, you guys can't see the counter. There's 4 minutes left. Of the story I've read so far, I like all of the side characters though. Such life for two basic forest shuffle. I reckon that this is going to turn into a X number of lands. Yep. Yep. Reach. That's a good fucking card. This is a good card. If you have graveyard on top of your library, that's okay. This I reckon this is gonna be a landfall staple. Oh, 100%, yeah. Like, we're at a point now where there's more than enough sagas in this game, but we need a saga command. Sagas are just like, every time they go back to an old set with any kind of noteworthy history, they're gonna put sagas in it because sagas are great. Like Kamigawa, Dominaria, Theros, obviously another big one. Kaldheim, hell, Kaldheim was a first visit, but it's based around sagas. And there really wasn't much of an artifact. Oh, no, an enchantment theme in Kaldheim. Wasn't really any. The Dragon Kami Reborn. One of the top 3 cards in the one face down with a hatching count. Oh, they have 3 cycles of them. The hatching penance mana. That's interesting. I don't know if this card is good, but it is very interesting. I like it a lot. Just a couple minutes left. I think they do one every like minute. No, it's like 30 seconds. I think we're probably about to see another one. Nope. That's just kind of as they feel like it. Teachings of the Kirin, mill 3 cards, create control, assets. Kirin touched Orochi. I think we've seen this. This seems good. It's not a big wow card by any means, but seems alright. Got a minute to go. Oh, my throat again, fuck. Oh, this is the one that got spoiled. Or leaked, even. That's kind of neat. So I guess this is a card that wants you to have high mana value cards? I guess. It doesn't seem very good unless I'm missing something from speed reading it, which is very possible. Hell, probable.
Hello, Magic fans, and welcome. I'm B. Dave Walters. Last summer, I had the privilege of previewing some of the highlights of Magic's Adventures in the Forgotten Realms set, and I've been dying to do more of this. And today is the day with the deep dive into the new set, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty.
Because I've never seen B. Dave Walters
do this
in a Magic
alone,
stream
so
before.
joining me will be my very dear friend, esports commentator, streamer, and debut veteran, Becca Scott.
Yes.
Hey Dave, up here. Are you excited for some Neon Dynasty?
Yeah.
Me too, so come on, get up here.
Hey, all right, come on, let's go.
I've never seen B. Dave Walters. Like, I know him as a D&D guy. I'm not, like, super familiar with his work.
Mr. B. Dave Walters, please, I'd like to reintroduce you to Maris Mullally, Magic's world-building design manager.
Hello, good to see you again, Maris.
Hello, it's so good to see both of you in person. Yes, so good to see you. Shall we talk about Kamigawa?
Yes, please. Okay.
Absolutely.
So I heard that the fans already got a little sneak peek of a little bit of Kamigawa. Is that right?
Our Building Worlds video gave
watched that yet. I really
a
need
peek
to.
at the creative process for building a set with all the world building, and we looked at Neon Dynasty specifically, but just kind of opened up part of the curtains generally for our world building process.
Well, as someone who loves hearing about all the work that goes into this sort of thing, could you give us like a quick overview of the process and the world building?
Yes, so when we ultimately decided this set is going to be a return to Kamigawa, but with a futuristic twist, we realized that we were going to be approaching our return visits a little bit differently. When we go to Ravnica and Innistrad in the past, it's usually been a time span in world of a couple months to a couple years. Here, the original Kamigawa that we saw in 2004, bringing it all the way up to this neon futuristic world, that's 1,200 years of history. So we had a lot of fun, creative space and freedom to really push the boundaries of what Magic could be.
Yeah, I think a few world events could have happened in that time. You made super, super bold choices, which I'm a big fan of for this modern day Kamigawa.
Yeah.
It isn't like anything I've seen Magic do before.
No, we really haven't done science fiction or a kind of futuristic setting, so we really just wanted to push those boundaries, but still keep the magic, still keep
I think I've seen him before.
Hopefully expect from a Magic the Gathering set and what people expect from Kamigawa.
Oh,
The first time we went, there was a conflict between the spirit realm and the mortal realm, and that unique relationship between the spirits and the mortal realm,
cool. I like
we're
that.
not at war anymore. But that relationship is still special, so it's still present in Neon Dynasty.
That's fun.
But
I
they
like
settled their beef.
We've
for
settled
now.
that beef.
Yeah.
The conflict now is really about what is all of this new burgeoning technology bringing to the plane? How do different groups want to integrate it into their lives? Just how does
That's
it affect
nice.
everything?
Not relatable.
That's gorgeous.
No,
No.
never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, definitely not relatable at all. But, you know, because we were spanning this whole 1,200 years of history, when we were doing the world building, we wanted to find a way to make that history feel natural. And we also wanted to pay homages to original Kamigawa. That way, even though it was futuristic and didn't look exactly like it was the first time you came here, there were still elements that fans of the first block would recognize.
Are there any like new incarnations of some of the older characters?
Yes, so we definitely pay a number of homages to original Kamigawa. Let me introduce you to some modern day incarnations of the Dragon Kami. This is Kairi, the Swirling Sky. and
Yes, we've
Owl,
never
the
seen these
Dawn
cards
Sky.
before.
Kairi, the Swirling Sky. 4 blue for a 6/6 legendary creature dragon spirit. It has flying, ward 3. When Kairi, the Swirling Sky, dies, choose one. Return any number of target non-land permanents with total mana value 6 or less to their owner's hands, or mill 6 cards, then return up to 2 instant and or sorcery cards from your graveyard to your hand.
That's okay.
Owl, the Dawn Sky. 3 white for a 5/4 legendary creature dragon spirit with flying, vigilance, and when Owl the Dawn Sky dies, choose one. Look at the top 7 cards of your library, put any number of non-land permanent cards with total mana value 4 or less from among them onto the battlefield.
That's good.
Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order, or put 2 1/1 counters on each permanent you control that's a creature or vehicle.
Okay, so those are
Wait a
incredible.
minute. So these creatures, once you kill your opponent's big flyer, then something awesome happens for them, and they still get to make a choice about it. That's pretty powerful.
Yeah, they're powerful kami. They know what's up. They're also available in borderless versions. Like, if you think those are awesome, they just get extra awesome.
Oh, the colors here are so strong, and it's very
I like
geometric
Kyrie. It's
design.
kind of like
Those are absolutely incredible.
Oh, yeah, I really enjoy these borderless.
Another callback that we have for original Kamigawa is a cycle of shrines.
Oh.
This is the shrine Goshintai of Shared Purpose.
3 and a white for a 1/3 legendary
they're legendary.
enchantment creature shrine.
the creatures.
Ooh, yeah. So the shrines we've seen in older sets reward you every time you play another shrine, but this is a shrine and a creature.
So my big takeaway here is that Kamigawa is a place with a lot of history, a lot of stories
Interesting
to
to
tell.
see that they've done nothing with the
Who are kind of
Myojin
the
so
big
far.
movers and shakers that we should be looking out for?
I think the best place to start in Kamigawa is the Imperial Court, located in Eiganjo. They are really the center of authority on Kamigawa. It's where the Emperor is located, and the Imperial Court is overseeing the merges between the spirit realm and the mortal realm.
Do we trust them?
Yes, I mean they are looking out.
Good
Yeah,
inference.
they are looking out for
Oh,
the
is,
well-being of the humans and the spirits that are living now
soft balls?
alongside
Long
each
balls?
other, no longer at
Or
war,
kind of-
living alongside each other in Kamigawa. But because they're trying
Oh,
to
sorry, Pancakes.
balance the
I think it was
protection
Pancakes
of
who
the
said it
plane
wrong.
overall, when it comes to technology and the regulation of new advancements, to some folks outside
Oh, that'd be
the Imperial
cool.
Court, the Imperial Court might seem to kind of move slow or be a little bit more restrained about their control of technology.
I'm on board
So
with
if they're
legendary
kind of
creature.
centrist, like who are pushing the pace? Who would like really want this to go fast? Because sign me up for those people.
That
Okay,
would be
slow
the,
down.
oh yeah, yeah.
No, that's the point.
No. You can break things.
Sign me up for that. Yes,
Okay.
That would be the Cyber Futurists.
it's literally in the name.
Yes, literally. In the name, they are pushing the boundaries of bleeding edge technology. They are headquartered in Otawara,
Yeah.
which is the Sky City home of the Moonfolk, like our planeswalker Tamio. So when you go there, you meet some Moonfolk, maybe get to visit a futurist lab, but most likely they're not going to let you in if you're not already a part of the group because they're very secretive about their technology.
Right.
So we
Be
have
magical.
the people that are kind of slow boating it, the people that are rushing it. Is there anybody else that has a stake in this?
Yeah, oh, so everyone's got a stake in it.
Too hot, too cold. What's just right?
Well, I don't even know if we have that, but one group, the
not-
Asari Uprisers, to them, they're not interested in regulating or controlling access to technology. They think that technology could be a liberating and equalizing force for the people of Kamigawa. So they want everybody to have access to it. And
Sign me up. That one.
yeah.
That one.
In that case, head to the mountain city of Sokanzanshi. That is where you're going to find a self-sufficient, independent community of artisans who are building technology into everything that they do. The largest city, Tawashi, is basically Kamigawa's metropolitan location, and members of all of these different groups can be found there. You might also encounter members of the Reckoners, which is kind of a loosely connected criminal organizations who are very practical at how
Oh,
they
his tattoos
use
come off the
technology and
skin.
magic.
Is there anybody that's kind of anti? Because we've
That
got
was
like
pretty
these
sick.
varying levels of approvals. Or anybody that's like, no, we're gonna carry our own water.
So while you are in Tawashi, head to the center of town. There you will see Boseiju, the largest tree in Kamigawa. It's also the oldest tree in Kamigawa. It is gorgeous, it's beautiful. And
That's
located
cool.
near its roots, you'll find a small group known as the Order of Jukai. They would like technology to just stop spreading around the plane. They're happy with their non-technological way of life.
They're like, get off my lawn with it.
Get off my tree roots. Get off my tree roots.
Get off my
Yes.
tree roots.
Ah,
I can
yes.
definitely see how it'd be difficult for these different groups and their different philosophies to see eye to eye. So, which is good because conflict is drama.
Hey, we need something to fight about.
That is true. We literally need something to fight about. So now that we have an idea of kind of the overall story of Kamigawa, like what's the story of this set? Like what's the inciting incident that's bringing us into this?
Oh yeah, who's causing trouble? Where's the drama?
Besides us.
Such a good question. I'm actually going to bring in my colleague, Harler Snyder, who's one of the product marketing managers for Neon Dynasty.
Oh, Harless is here.
Ooh, okay, Harless.
Harless? Hey!
Welcome, welcome. Hey guys.
Hello!
So happy to be here. And
to the table.
Thank you. I hear we are talking about our most colorful set ever, Kamigawa?
Yeah,
Yes,
you dressed for the
absolutely.
occasion.
That's
Of
true.
course,
Very
I had
neon.
to. All right, so we are trying to get caught up with current events on Kamigawa at the moment, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
great. So I think the best place for us to start is with Kaito. So Kaito was childhood friends with the Emperor of Kamigawa, at least until her mysterious disappearance. Now, Kaito's all grown up now, and he wants answers. He wants to know where his friend went. She disappeared. That's horrible. If you've been following the Neon Dynasty news so far, this isn't going to be the first time you're seeing him, but let's take another look at Kaito Shizuki.
He looks super cool.
Okay, and this is pretty
still
insane
think
that
the
he
art is
phases out when he
terrible.
comes into the battlefield.
He's a really cool
so,
character,
You don't
but
have to
his-
worry about if you do his minus ability that he's going to die immediately.
Exactly. I appreciated that you're like, this
such
is what he means for the
ugly
game
art.
of
It's
magic.
just his head
I'm
is so
like,
small.
He's got a robotic trash panda.
That is his Tanuki.
Wow,
Yes.
a cyber tanuki.
Yes.
I love a good tanuki.
I mean, whomst among us doesn't?
So, the Emperor's disappearance isn't just, a problem or impactful on Kaito, it's also a problem for the whole plane.
What?
No, right? Remember how, the Imperial Court was kind of the seat of authority in Kamigawa? Well, the Emperor of Kamigawa is responsible for partnering with an ancient kami known as Kyodai.
Kyodai, Soul of Kamigawa. 3 white for a 3/3 legendary creature, dragon spirit. And it also
yes,
comes in a borderless
generic
treatment.
Together, they oversee
a
those mergers
white
between
legendary creature with
spiritual
a
and mortal
Ruberg
worlds.
activated
And right
ability.
now, the Emperor's gone.
You mentioned those merges before when you were talking about the Imperial Court. Like, is that a common occurrence here on Kamigawa? Does that just happen all the time?
Well, even as high-tech as Kamigawa has become, it still has a really unique and complex relationship with the spirit realm, which is, of course, the home of the kami. Now, kami embody everything from physical locations to abstract concepts. Some are cute, some are awe-inspiring, some are scary, if I'm being honest. And they're very much a part of daily life here.
Monkey.
So you might run into a kami on a stroll through the woods, or
Bowl
sitting at
guy.
the counter of your favorite
He seems
restaurant
fun.
having
I like
lunch
him.
together, or weaving their way through the skyline 10 stories up. So as you can imagine, properly managing these overlaps between realms, between the past and the present, is really important.
And with the Emperor missing, I'm guessing this is becoming a little more than Kyodai can handle by itself.
That's right. Now that he's grown, Kaido's joined up with those tech-loving futurists that Maris had mentioned earlier.
Well, it's not fair for one group to get all the planeswalkers.
But that's because they're pushing the pace.
Maybe you're right.
Right.
Maybe you're right.
I'm building the deck in real time, while we're talking about this.
You're gonna be
Nice.
prepared.
Mhm.
And
Squad.
that actually gets him in touch with Tamio. So she's a fellow planeswalker who helps him to unravel the mystery of his friend's disappearance. So before long, what they find out is that the artificer planeswalker Tezzeret, of course, infiltrated the royal palace and attacked Kyodai, causing the Emperor's own planeswalker spark to ignite and transport her to another plane.
Sounds good, right? She'd be more
That's-
powerful.
That's
You'd think so, but unfortunately, as it turns out, the Emperor is actually a character Magic players have met before, all the way back in War of the Spark. And so that means that the missing Emperor is none other than the mysterious planeswalker only known as the Wanderer.
Ooh.
okay, so that looks really cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is.
The Wandering Emperor, 2 white for a 3 loyalty legendary planeswalker
Ooh.
with flash and the static ability. As long as the Wandering Emperor entered the battlefield this turn, you may
That's a good
activate
take on the
loyalty
Wanderer, I like
abilities
that.
anytime you could cast an instant. She has a +1 of put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target creature. It gains first strike until end of turn. -1, create a 2/2 white samurai creature token with vigilance, and -2, exile target tapped creature. You gain 2 life.
Right, you get a face now. We've gotten a face. That is demonstrably better. We have a face.
A lovely face. She looks very young, and she's got this beautiful feathered armor and kind of like flowing robes behind her.
You know, one of the things I love so much about the art in the sets and the fashion in the set specifically is, you know, those folds in her armor are really reminiscent of folding paper for paper craft. So much attention to
And
detail.
to jump into the magic for just a second, she's a planeswalker with flash. That's pretty cool, and you can activate her loyalty abilities at instant speed.
Okay, but wait a second. If she's a planeswalker, that means she can travel wherever she wants. So why was she gone so long then?
For most planeswalkers, you have control over where you go. You are planeswalking with intention. You're a powerful mage and you've got plans. You visit somewhere, but then you head off to the next plane. But the Wanderer has the opposite problem. It takes a lot of effort for her to stay in one place. She can't control where she planeswalks to, so that moment when her spark ignited, she just disappeared and she didn't know where she ended up and she didn't have the ability to get back.
So even when she accidentally maybe comes back home, she doesn't get to stay for long because she's off to the next one.
That's exactly the problem. So Kaido, the Emperor, and Tamio are trying to solve this problem with a little help from a device called the Reality Chip, which they think can help stabilize the Emperor's Planeswalker Spark.
Better planeswalking through technology.
Exactly.
Oh.
The problem is that the Emperor isn't the only one back in town.
Yeah.
Tezzeret's here.
Again.
And he's got a new card of his own to show off.
Oh.
I'm here to show you Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh.
Tezzeret, Betrayer of Flesh. 2 blue for a 4 loyalty legendary
Ooh.
planeswalker with the static ability. The first activated ability of an artifact you activate each turn costs 2 less to activate. +1, draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards unless you discard an artifact card. -2, target artifact becomes an artifact creature. If it isn't a vehicle, it has a base power and toughness of 4/4. And his -6 ultimate,
Just
you
drives
get
a car
an emblem
into your
with
house.
whenever an artifact you control becomes tapped, draw a card.
First of all, love that outfit. I would rock that coat. That's the first thing. Let me just say that.
Yeah,
But as a
honestly, I
person
agree.
who
It's
is
pretty sick coat.
made mostly out of flesh, and him being a betrayer of flesh is a bit of a red flag, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of red flags where Tezzeret goes, especially since he really doesn't work alone. Last time we saw him, he was helping Bolas invade Ravnica to steal Planeswalker Sparks and more of the Spark. And this time, he's got a new friend by the name of Jin-gitaxias.
Okay, this
Oh.
one is no joke. We have jin-gitaxias,
Yeah,
Progress
this-
Tyrant.
this
5
is the card.
blue for a 5/5 legendary creature, Phyrexian Praetor. Okay.
All right. I mean, I like the look of this guy.
You shouldn't, he's scary.
I mean, is he like a big deal? I mean, he looks cool.
He's a very big deal.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
but
so
look at
good.
jin-gitaxias. Like, him just want tummy scritches. Like, look at that. That's it. I mean,
You don't scritch a Phyrexian!
You scritch that tummy and you're gonna get, like, lacerated.
I'm just saying, has anyone tried?
Or
That's
dare
all.
I say
It's-
completed?
Right? That sounds positive.
You
right?
can volunteer yourself. I'm not going near a praetor like that.
I'm just saying, I'd give it a shot.
Yeah.
Don't want to
People
be
have
mostly
tried.
flesh.
Nobody survived to tell us how it went.
Okay, but
Gotta
a
say
little bit
something.
more about jin-gitaxias as a card. I mean, this seems to be rather difficult to remove because not only is he a big boy at 5/5, but you're gonna need 2 spells.
5/5 is
in
not a
order to
big
remove
boy.
him from the battlefield.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a
Once
regular
he's
boy.
here, it's
For
a little
7
hard to
mana,
dislodge
5/5
Yeah,
is
what is
kind
his
of whatever.
stake in this?
Jin-gitaxias is one of the praetors or rulers of New Phyrexia, which for us is a hellish plane of flesh and metal. So a little bit of flesh, but also metal.
Sounds super legit, though. But
And the Phyrexians are looking to assimilate or complete the rest of the multiverse to bring it up to what they consider perfection.
Not planning a vacation there.
No. And Jin-gitaxias thinks that reality chip is actually going to be a pretty useful tool in his and the other praetors' goals.
But hey, it's fine because Kaito and the others are going to be able to keep the reality chip safe, right? Like, it's going to be all good.
Sure.
They managed to drive away Tezzeret and Jin-gitaxias.
Okay,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
good news.
Yeah, no, we're good. Yeah,
They're not
then
going to
it's-
come out unscathed,
Oh.
unfortunately. So the Emperor ends up planeswalking away again. Tamio's nowhere to be found. And the reality chip is with Jin-gitaxias back on New Phyrexia, where he can use it to start work on his latest masterpiece.
Masterpiece. No, first of all, no, I think it's good. I think, again, I think it's going to be a
Hey, they're
good
gonna
thing.
spoil it for me. That's fine.
This evilness that you're Tezzeret is not who we team up with.
First of all, you've met me. Of course, that is who I team up with. But what is this masterpiece? This is going to be fine. Listen.
We'll get to that. We will get to that. If you want all of the details, like all of the lead-up details to this, the full Neon Dynasty story is available on webfiction, and also including Kaido's origin story. So you can get Kaido's origin story, the full story of Neon Dynasty,
is
and
good.
looking ahead, on February 10th, you can get the official Neon Dynasty webcomic with pictures.
Ooh, can't wait to check that
That's
out.
cool.
Thanks,
I mean,
man. We like pictures.
The webcomics have been extremely useful in my visual interpretation of lore and all about it. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks, Maris.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome. And you know what? I've actually got to run. I've got to charge my sword. So I'm gonna leave you with Harless.
You wanna
to take a
charge
look
my
at
sword?
the set and what you're going to see once we start opening packs. So
Appreciate you leaving us in
Yeah.
good hands.
Yes.
good to
By
hang
the way.
out.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Have fun.
See you soon, Maris. Bye.
Bye-bye. Wait, scooch in, scooch in.
Half an hour.
Get
Okay.
closer.
Come into the
Look at
bubble
some
here.
more cards together.
So now that we have some idea of like the people and places of Kamigawa, like what can we expect from the cards themselves?
Since we're just talking about Kaido and the Emperor, I think we should show off their special ninja and samurai frames.
Damn.
Yep,
Right.
okay, we got armored up. We got
Yep.
a little classy on the samurai.
It's true. The art's different for him now, but like his eyebrows are still immaculate. I appreciate he's this like ultra dope cyber ninja dude, and I'm like, but his eyebrows.
Yeah,
But
there's such better art.
grooming's
for
grooming's
Kaido.
matter.
His haircut is still bad.
Absolutely.
It's little things.
Yes,
But-
and it's not just these two cards that you're going to find in these frames. Every single ninja and samurai creature card in the set is going to be available in their respective frame. But it
Oh,
doesn't
that's
stop
fun.
there either.
Okay.
Okay.
You're going to also be able to find Kaido, the Emperor, and Tezzeret in special borderless versions too.
Super dope.
Oh, yes.
The Kaido one is
cartoonish,
awful.
very
It's
like
horrid.
anime. Beautiful artwork.
The Emperor one is
It's
nice,
amazing.
and the Tezzeret
And
one's
for
pretty
these
cool.
special art pieces, we partnered with Kokodo Studio in Japan, who helped connect us with a ton of incredible artists like Terada Katsuya and the legendary Hara Tetsuo, that they were able to put their own unique spin on these characters that we created. And really, when have we seen this on Magic cards before? It's really exceptional.
That is
wow.
incredible. I also like the second take on Tezzeret. I'm just saying, Betrayer of Flesh, that seems strong. I don't know, did he choose that name for himself or did someone else change? Maybe it was just a bad breakup. I do like that each of the cards, there's such a different art style and a different take on the character. It's incredible. Like Kaito kind of looks like me in this one. I love it.
I love this lit up in flame outline. And of course, the borderless is just gorgeous. You get so much more art.
And that's so quintessential of their style. It's amazing.
But if the ninja and the samurai have their own special treatment, not to mention their borderless versions, what about everyone else? I mean, do they get their special Kamigawan flair? Do they get a Kamaglow up?
The doors again. The doors, here they are.
2 to 1
Yeah,
now.
no.
2 to 1. Okay, I'm out front.
Well, rares and mythic rares that aren't available in a ninja, samurai, or a borderless frame are going to be available in a soft glow frame. As an example, let's take another look at our villains, this time with a bit of mood lighting for atmosphere.
Oh, this is everything.
Oh,
That just looks like a romantic evening
Cool.
with jin-gitaxias. Come on, look at the light. Look at like the
I'll
nice
put
laugh
the
that he's
thing in his
wearing.
chest.
Come
That's
on.
all.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
it's
are
so
those
cool.
teeth where his eyes
Oh,
should
he's
be
got his
from?
horrid teeth. They-
Eyes replaced with teeth. That's rough. That's difficult to
Hard to
justify.
explain,
But
yeah.
it's but I'm willing to hear his side of it.
If it were up to me, we'd have neon everything. I love these cards and the neon soft glow border. It really brings us to a different plane. And no, he's still terrifying. Teeth for eyes.
He does have teeth where his eyes should be. But hey, none of us are
Well,
perfect.
his eyes are
Don't
on the
look at me
top.
with your teeth. That's just rude.
Don't look with me with that look in your teeth. Yeah.
And speaking of mood lighting, let's check in with an old legend from Kamigawa, Hidetsugu Devouring Chaos.
Hey.
Hidetsugu, Devouring Chaos, 3 and a black for a 4/4 legendary
Sadly, we don't get a
creature,
magic card called
ogre
the
demon.
all-consuming Oni
And
of
here
Chaos
it
now,
is
though.
in its soft glow frame.
That's just really neat looking. That's really cool.
Hidetsugu is special. He's also the only card available in our new neon ink foil treatment.
He does.
You can find his
he
red,
does
blue,
impulse
and
draw.
green versions in collector
I made an
boosters,
all-consuming
and there's a
Oni of Chaos
special yellow
card that
version
is impulse draw
exclusively
the
available
card.
at Wizards Play Network premium stores.
Oh, is
Oh,
it?
come on, the yellow's the
No,
coolest.
no, never mind. It
That
does
is
something
the
else.
coolest.
You're gonna be able to go right into your store and
think-
pick
I think
that one
I'm-
up.
no,
but
I'm
for the
thinking
other
something
three,
else.
You're gonna
Ignore
want
me.
to crack some collector booster
I do
packs.
also like impulse
And
draw,
I'm
I
always
must say.
looking for demons that can sacrifice stuff. That's just, Commander, what's up?
Okay, wait, hang on a second. So I'm problematic for wanting to give tummy scritches for jin-gitaxias, but you want to look for demons to sacrifice things.
It's for a practical purpose. I
So's
don't
mine.
support
I'm
what
making
they're
fun of him for
doing.
mispronouncing
Okay, so
jin-gitaxias.
we've talked a lot about how good these cards look, but let's talk about what they do too, right? We got ninjutsu back.
It's true. I mean, but they're always around. There's always 3 ninjas in the room, so this makes sense. Now it's in the set.
Yeah, but once he's attacking, I'm gonna take his spot because I'm more powerful.
There we go.
Completely accurate.
So when we were looking at mechanics that we wanted to bring back for Kamigawa, we obviously had to pick this. It's iconic, it's flavorful, and it gives you a lot of chances to outsmart your opponent.
Soon
And
they're
I've
going to
actually
show
got another preview card with
Satoru.
ninjutsu to show you. So
Isn't
let's
it
take a look
Satoru?
at Silver Fur Master.
Oh, no.
Silver Fur Master.
Oh my
Pay
god,
blue
he's
and a
Master
black for a
Splinter.
2/2 creature rat ninja with ninjutsu.
The little
Blue
beard,
and a
his
black.
little
Return
cane.
an
That's
unblocked
great.
attacker you control to hand. Put this card onto the battlefield from your hand, tapped and attacking. And here it is in its ninja frame.
Oh, he's even more
okay.
Master
See,
Splinter.
we already made it known that I was very pro Red Folk. now I'm more pro Redfall.
And with good reason, because Silver Fur Master is
Such
an
a
insane
nice-
card.
both
I mean, the
really
top part allows you to get other ninjas onto the battlefield more easily, and then the bottom card, you can just use that like a combat trick to buff everything and
he also
get in
buffs
there
rogues,
for some
too.
maximum damage when the guard is already down.
Or there's
So
an auto
maybe
include in
I'm of an
Satori.
age that a Rat Ninja Master just like resonates in my heart box. I'm just saying, I really
reason,
like
I
this.
just love pizza and I
just
live underground.
love a Rat Ninja Master. That's all I'm saying. Sign me up for this.
I will say, if you like rat ninja folk, you're gonna love this set. There's gonna be a lot of really fun stuff in there for you to open. And we've got another returning mechanic from Kamigawa.
Channel?
It's channel, demonstrated nicely here on Boseiju, Who Endures.
Boseiju
Oh,
Who
this-
Endures,
yeah, we have seen these.
legendary land with Channel. Channel allows you to pay a cost and discard this card in order to do an effect. And it also comes in a borderless
Ooh.
treatment.
Oh, the tree.
I would live in this tree.
Spicy.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful tree.
Would I give up technology for it? I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but it's
beautiful,
lovely there.
beautiful tree or Wi-Fi. Those are your options. Right.
But it does also give you flexibility with this ability of channel, because if you have it in the late game, maybe you don't need it to be a land.
Exactly, and since activating a channel ability doesn't actually count as casting the spell, it's a handy way of sidestepping counter magic.
As someone who's had trouble with counter spells in the past, duly noted. Yeah.
All right, so our next mechanic is
Right.
also something players have seen before, but this time there's a new twist. So if you were tuning in for the countdown that we did earlier, then you've had a look at this already, but let's spend a little more time with this double-faced saga,
Good old
the
double,
Kami War.
double face
Kami
cards
War.
and also sagas.
Blueberg for an
Whoa.
enchantment
Count me
saga.
in.
Exile this saga, then return it to the battlefield transformed under your control. Okagachi Made Manifest is a 6/6 enchantment creature dragon spirit.
This is so beautiful. Not only is the artwork insane, but this is so cool that the third chapter of the saga transforms it into a creature to live on the battlefield. I mean, that's beautiful.
Exactly. We wanted to do something new with sagas that would really showcase
As an
that
attacker, it
history
has
of
to survive an
Kamigawa
extra turn.
and how important it is to
I don't think
the
this card's
player's
very good.
identity. And what better way to do that than
Like,
letting
frankly,
the
I think
stories
it's a pretty
literally
bad
come to
card.
life.
This one more than anyone I've
Again,
seen. I
I've seen
want
it
as
twice,
Like a
so,
tattoo, like
who knows?
all
It could be
over my
great.
back. Yeah.
It's
Yes.
beautiful. I will say all these double-faced sagas that we have just absolutely beautiful artwork. Like, they're all stunning. And as an added bonus, these sagas also come in an alternative version featuring new art on both sides with the backside in a soft glow frame.
That is
I
much.
don't even know which one I like more. This is insane.
Where's
It
the
sounds like
backside
you
of
all
the
put a
software
lot of
frame?
thought and effort into the mechanics and how those would help
Both
inform
arts
the
are really
world
nice.
and,
Why
like,
the
bring
fuck
it to
are they in
life.
two different
Absolutely,
art
yeah,
styles?
we really did. For example, we knew that with the role technology plays on Kamigawa now, there'd be a real focus on artifacts, which you can see on this enterprising member of the Futurists, Enthusiastic Mechanaut.
Enthusiastic Mechanaut. Blue and a red for a 2/2 artifact creature, Goblin Artificer.
But if there's mechanauts roaming around, does that
Greetings,
mean
fellow
there's going
inventors.
to be mechs as well? Because I'm here for giant robots versus dragons.
Well, I think you're gonna be happy because you're gonna be seeing all kinds of vehicles around Kamigawa. We have neon-wheeled motorcycles ridden by
It's
rat folk,
greetings, fellow
and
kids.
all the way to giant robots. So if the latter's got your attention, you should take a look at our next card, Surge Hacker Mech.
Surge Hacker Mech. 4 colorless for a 5/5 artifact vehicle. And here it is in its soft glow frame.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, no, this is a pretty powerful vehicle. I mean, it is a crew cost of 4, but with Menace, I mean, it's gonna really reward you for having that whole fleet revved up and ready to go.
Now, as for new mechanics, the first I'm gonna show you is something called Modified.
New
think we've seen this.
mechanic modified. Equipment, auras you control, and counters are all modifications. Goro Goro, Disciple of Ryusei. 1 and a red for a 2/2 legendary
Pretty sick.
creature, Goblin Samurai, with modified. And here it is in its samurai frame.
Whoa.
A lot of these decks put equipment and auras onto things, and now there's a
don't even know
word
what's
for
happening in that art, but
I
it
mean,
looks
it's not
fucking
about how your
sick.
creatures are geared up. Just want to make sure that they've got something.
Exactly. Modified is all about rewarding you for using technology or magic to take your creature to the next level. And it helps show how interwoven that is in everyday life here on Kamigawa. Now, for my last preview,
Oh, last preview.
I'm sorry, I know. I can only do so many. We're gonna be looking at a must-have piece of tech we were just talking about, the reality chip.
Yes.
Apparently, literally everyone wants to get their hands on it.
Everybody's been talking about it.
Hot
Goes with
commodity here.
every outfit.
New mechanic, reconfigure.
Ooh.
The reality chip, 1 and a blue for a
Equipment
0/4
jellyfish.
legendary artifact creature, equipment jellyfish, with reconfigure.
fucking
Reconfigure
hilarious.
allows you to attach this card to a target creature you control, or unattach from a creature. Reconfigure can only be played as a sorcery. While attached, this isn't a creature. And here it is in its soft glow frame.
Okay,
It's like,
so a
living
creature
weapon,
that
kinda.
can turn into equipment and then back into
I'm
a
not a fan of
creature.
that soft
Yeah,
glow
this
art.
seems like a pretty good
It's
way
just
to
like
get some extra mileage
two
out of
anime
cards.
girls
Absolutely.
surrounding
I also
something
just
that doesn't look
personally
anything
feel
like the reality
Reconfigure
ship.
really captures the spirit of how we imagine technology working on Kamigawa. It's flexible and adaptable in a way that lets you customize your creatures to match whatever situation you're in. Now, before you two go, I've got something else to show you.
Didn't actually get a chance to
The
read the rest of the
commanders
card
for
for
the Neon Dynasty Commander deck.
Yes, please.
Been waiting all day for
I
this.
have, in fact.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Alright,
we've
let's get into
seen.
it.
I
So
think we've
first
seen
up,
all of these.
Heading up the Upgrades Unleashed deck, we have Chishiro, the Shattered Blade.
Chishiro, the Shattered Blade. 2 red-green for
Oh,
a
that's
4/4 legendary creature, Snake Samurai,
cool.
with
That's a cool sword.
modified.
I'm a sucker for a cool
Oh,
sword.
now I gotta move all my aura and equipment into a girl deck. Okay.
Like, so there's modified again. It seems like the idea is to just keep pushing your upgrades a little further each turn.
Exactly. Why stop at one upgrade when you can keep pushing that envelope?
You had me continuing to push the envelope.
Cutting
just
edge.
Right out there on
Yes.
the front end. Yeah.
Absolutely. And if vehicles armor your speed, you're going to want to check out this next deck, the Buckle Up deck led by Kotori, Pilot Prodigy.
Kotori, Pilot Prodigy. 1 white-blue for a
I like her,
2/4
she's kinda
legendary
fun.
creature, Moonfolk Pilot.
The cyber
so
scarf.
if vehicles
That's fun.
you control all have crew too, then you can slide in with some of those
Weird
vehicles we
color
saw
choice
earlier at a
given
much
her
cheaper
personality.
cost, get them into the driver's seat and tune up all your mechs and motorcycles.
I want them to
with
show
your
the other ones,
artifacts, get that vigilance
because
in my
there's
place. Yeah,
there's
not
there's a
bad.
Gundam in that
Harless,
commander
this
deck, and
all
it's
just
fucking
looks
sick.
incredible, and I can tell how much love went into bringing all of this to
The
life.
thing that
Thank
she
you
sat
so
on,
much
that
for bringing
the thing
these
is a giant
previews to share
Gundam,
with
and
us.
it is
Thank
the
you
other
both for coming to
commander
talk
in
to me
that
about it.
pre-con.
It's always
and
nice to see you two.
man,
You guys want to go crack some packs?
that's sick as fuck.
Anything
Yes,
I was
okay,
hoping
right,
you would
fine.
have.
That's exactly, yes. The one thing we've yet to do today. Pack some packs.
Yes,
Here-
please.
Well,
He's comedically
everyone,
taller
it has
than
certainly
all
been
of them.
exciting getting all caught up on comic here. but-
Wait a second.
Oh,
Hi, guys. Hi. It's me, Matthew Lillard. You may recognize me from several terrible movies in the 90s, but you may also recognize me from Beetle and Grimm's.
yeah, hey. great
And
stuff.
we are now working with magic to create something for the magic community. So this has never been seen before. It's very exciting. This is our Platinum Edition backpack.
Wow.
Oh,
And if you listen, it's got all kinds of stuff in it. And then this is Pon Pon. Have you seen Pon Pon? How adorable. Would you like to hold Pon Pon?
please. Thank you.
And then this is our Ogre Head Life
Run.
Counter.
Oh, see, that's cute to me.
Death is upon us. All the numbers roll down.
Good click.
But everything you could
Oh, that's kinda
possibly
fun.
want in gaming elements are included in the backpack. There's this LED line play mat.
Look at the size of this thing. You
Hold
got
it up.
half
Look at this
that. What else is
This
in
guy
there?
is in
There's,
terrible
tokens,
movies from the
early tokens,
90s.
There's deck
He's
boxes,
in the Scooby-Doo movie.
sleeves, there's vaults, there's full card
Is he
folders,
Shaggy?
all kinds
Oh
of
my
things.
God, he is.
You can go to beatongrims.com and you can check it out. It's got all
It's
the
Shaggy.
information you
Shaggy's
need, and it's
shilling magic merch
You
to
can
me.
find Neon Dynasty on Arena starting February 10th, at pre-releases starting February 11th, and in-store starting February 18th.
amazing.
That's your birthday
It's
also.
my birthday.
It's
Happy
your
birthday. Happy
birthday.
birthday. Yeah.
All right.
And you know what I want for my birthday?
What's that?
This.
No, I
Maybe we
need
teach
that.
you Hi, thank
I
you.
need pod. I need pod. I need pod. Hi. Okay. You guys should check out Kamigawa. It's awesome. Bye.
Well, that was interesting. They didn't try to hide jin-gitaxias this
Didn't
time.
Maris say we were supposed to find out about that masterpiece jin-gitaxias was working on?
No.
With the Phyrexians, I feel like maybe it's better for us if we don't know.
Can't argue with that.
Oh no. Oh. Oh no. That's not good. That's Whoa. Okay. Color me invested. That's pretty sick. I'm gonna swap over to web. It's a me. Hello. That was pretty sick. I'm gonna turn the sound off in case it decides to do weirdo shit. I had a feeling it was going to be Kyodai, but yeah, they have just confirmed, canonically, Planeswalkers can be completed, which I fucking knew they could. Fucking Maro out here saying, oh, they can't. It's impossible. Oh, fuck off. Fucking liar. Damn. God, Tamiyo's fucking kids. They've had a bad life. Oh yeah, I didn't even register the Phyrexian hybrid mana. Damn, fucking F's in the chat for Cami. It's just for Tamiyo, though. Spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Paid with... Oh, okay. Oh. Completed as a mechanic. This isn't what... They gotta complete a bunch of other Planeswalkers. I gotta complete Tibble as well, and it's gonna be sick as fuck. Yeah. Fucking salutes for Tamiyo. Tamiyo's had a hard life. First time she gets to be on her own fucking plane, she gets bingused by Phyrexians. Immediately. God damn. F's in the chat for your girl Tamiyo. F's in the chat. Yeah, I was saying, Tamiyo's poor fucking kids. Just Tamiyo's fucking kids, man. Was the worst part? Yeah. Loses his second mum. My Ayat. That's 2 parents are dead. This is like this is some jinx shit right here. Fucking how many parents is Nashi gonna have lost by the end of all of this? Yeah, that's pretty sweet. I'm okay with that being spoiled for me, frankly. I do wish it wasn't, but you know, that's still pretty fucking sick. But yeah, I say I am gonna head off here though because I do have shit to do. I have a game to run later on tonight, and yeah, then I'm probably I got a game to run tonight basically. So I'm gonna head off now. Hope folks enjoyed themselves. That was cool. That was some cool stuff. Still, I'm like I wish it hadn't been spoiled, but at the same time, it's still pretty cool. So either way, tomorrow I'll be streaming Skyward Sword. I'm hoping Arceus will turn Arceus. The money has come out of my account. It should be here either tomorrow or Saturday. Whenever it turns up on Saturday, unless it turns up absurdly late, I will be playing it on that day, and I will also be playing it on Sunday. And then from there, I'll most likely be playing it Sunday and Wednesday until I finished it, or if it's bad, until I can't stomach it anymore. Frankly, because it might be shit. But either way, I'm going to head off now. Hope folks enjoyed themselves. I will hopefully see some of you tomorrow. See ya.